Hi, welcome to Fratello Initech, your ultimate destination for learning latest technologies.
Here to explain about constraints in MySQL. So constraints are used to protect the integrity and accuracy and reliability of your data. So constraints are the rules and restrictions applied on a column or table such that unwanted data cannot be inserted into tables. So they act like rules must follow when we are inserting and updating or deleting the data. So here we have different 6 types of constraints in MySQL: not null and unique and primary key and foreign key, check constraint and default. So let's talk about one by one. So here we can see that not null constraint. So this constraint does not allow the null values. It must have a value for every row in the table. So if you forget to add the constraint while creating the table, so we can also add after table creation. See that. So let's do practically. So here I am creating the table. So create table. So my table is customers, customer ID, and we have to take the integer data type. So next one, you have to follow the constraint. So constraint name, our constraint first one not null. So it should not allow null values. So not null, and so I'm taking the customer name, VARCHAR data type. So you have to give the len. So next you have to add the constraint. So here I have added for 2 columns not null constraint. So next one I am taking date column. So customer order date. So I'm taking the date data type. So select the query and execute it. So got 0 errors. So let's describe the table. So describe, our table name is customers. Just select and execute. Here you have to observe that customer ID and name and date have so created the table by using. So here the customer ID. So check that null column. It has shown no in the null column. So customer name also shows that no in the null column. So no means it will not accept the null values. So here we did not add any null constraint, not null constraint for the customer date. So it has shown that yes, it will accept the null values. See that? So I am dropping the not null constraint for the customer name. So to drop the not null constraint, here we have syntax alter table name and modify column name. So integer data type. So you have to write that syntax alter table name. I am dropping the not null constraint for customer name. So here you have to use the modify keyword to drop the not null constraint. So modify, so column. So for which column you are dropping the constraint, you have to give that column name. So here I am giving the column name. I'm dropping the not null constraint for customer name. So here you have to give the customer name. Then you have to give the data type. So select the query and execute it. So here got 0 errors. So let's describe the table. See that? Just look at the table. So in the customer table, so null column has shown yes in the customer name column. So now it will accept the null values. So when it will show the no, it will show no in the null column. So it will not accept the null values, it means. So when it will show yes in the null column, so it will accept the null values. So here we have dropped the not null constraint for customer name. So now it shows it shown that yes in the null column. So now we can also add the not null constraint for here I am adding the not null constraint for the date. So alter table name you have to give. So again you have to take the modify column, and for which column you are adding the not null constraint, just give that column name, customer date. So here you have to give the data type. So just add the not null constraint. So just select the query and execute it. See that got 0 errors. So describe the table. Describe customers. See that? So look at the table. Customer date has date column has shown no in the null column. So it will not accept the null values in the date. So in this way we can also add the constraints and drop the constraints. So we'll discuss remaining constraints in next class. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe the channel for live updates. Please visit www.fratelloinitech.com for more courses.